What if I told you that dying is not a failure of your body, but one of the most intelligent, precise, and even beautiful processes it ever performs? That sounds uncomfortable, maybe even wrong, because most of us are conditioned to see death as something chaotic, something that just happens. But here's what's really going on inside your body. Your body doesn't simply collapse. It follows a sequence, a program, a set of biological decisions driven by energy, signaling, and survival priorities. And when you understand those signals, you begin to understand something far more important: how to stay out of that process for as long as possible. You see, the same mechanisms that guide the end of life are the exact same ones that control your energy, your metabolism, your fat-burning ability, and your rate of aging. This is not just about death. This is about why people feel exhausted at 35, why fat loss becomes impossible, why inflammation silently builds for decades, and most importantly, how to reverse that trajectory. Let me explain this with a simple idea. Your body is constantly making a decision between repair or decline, and that decision is heavily influenced by things like insulin levels, mitochondrial function, inflammation, nutrient availability, hormonal balance. What the research shows is that when these systems are out of balance, the body gradually shifts away from repair and toward breakdown, not suddenly, but slowly, quietly, predictably. In this talk, we're going to break down exactly how that happens, and more importantly, how to take back control. If this way of thinking about your body is new to you, or if you're tired of surface-level health advice, consider subscribing. I post content like this every day, focused on helping you fix the root cause, not just the symptoms. Now let's go deeper. Before we go deeper, let's map this out clearly, like we're standing in front of a whiteboard, because once you see the pattern, everything starts to make sense. Here are the 6 key insights we're going to break down. First, your body is constantly running a repair versus decay program, and most people are unknowingly pushing it toward decay through diet and lifestyle. Second, mitochondria, the tiny engines inside your cells, determine whether your body has the energy to maintain life or begins shutting systems down. Third, chronic insulin elevation doesn't just block fat burning, it accelerates aging and cellular damage. Fourth, inflammation is not the enemy, but when it becomes constant, it signals the body that the environment is unsafe and long-term survival becomes less of a priority. Fifth, autophagy. Your body's internal recycling system is one of the most powerful anti-aging and repair mechanisms, but most people rarely activate it. And sixth, hormonal signaling, especially cortisol, melatonin, and growth hormone, determines whether your body is in a state of healing or gradual breakdown. Now here's the important part. None of these systems operate in isolation. They're all connected. When insulin is high, mitochondria slow down. When mitochondria slow down, inflammation rises. When inflammation rises, hormones shift. And when that happens, the body quietly begins prioritizing survival over repair. That's the shift we want to prevent. So as we go through each of these, I want you to think about one question. Am I signaling my body to repair or to decline? Let's start with the foundation, the most important system of all, your cellular energy. Let's start with the foundation of everything we're talking about, your mitochondria. These are the tiny structures inside your cells that produce energy. And when I say energy, I don't just mean feeling awake. I mean the actual currency your body uses to stay alive, ATP. Here's what's really going on inside your body. Every second, your mitochondria are deciding whether they have enough energy to support repair, or whether they need to conserve energy and begin shutting things down. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Think of your body like a city. If the power plants are running efficiently, the city repairs roads, maintains buildings, and keeps everything functioning smoothly. But if energy production drops, the city stops repairing. Maintenance gets delayed. Systems begin to fail, slowly at first, then all at once. That's exactly what happens in your body. What the research shows is that mitochondrial dysfunction is one of the earliest drivers of aging and chronic disease. When these engines become inefficient, your body produces more oxidative stress, damaging proteins, DNA, and cell membranes. Now here's the key mistake most people make. They focus on calories, but ignore energy quality. Ultra-processed foods, constant snacking, and high sugar intake overload the mitochondria. Instead of clean energy production, you get unstable blood sugar and increased free radicals. So what do you do instead? You support your mitochondria directly. Space your meals, give your body time to reset. Try 12-16-hour overnight fasting. Focus on nutrient-dense foods, eggs, fatty fish, olive oil, leafy greens. Support key nutrients like magnesium, B vitamins, and CoQ10. Move your body, even walking improves mitochondrial efficiency. Get morning sunlight to regulate your internal clock, because when your mitochondria are strong, your body has the energy to repair itself. And that is the difference between slow decline and long-term resilience. If this is helpful so far, consider subscribing. I break down complex biology like this into simple, actionable steps every day. Now let's move to the next layer, the hormone that silently controls whether you burn fat or store it. Now let's talk about one of the most misunderstood drivers of aging and metabolic decline, insulin. Most people think of insulin as just a blood sugar hormone. But here's what's really going on inside your body. Insulin is a storage signal. It tells your body energy is abundant. Store it. Don't burn it. Now that's not a problem. In fact, it's essential for survival. The problem is this: most people never turn that signal off. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Imagine you have a switch in your body. When insulin is high, you're in storage mode. When insulin is low, you're in burn and repair mode. But if you're eating every 2-3 hours, snacking constantly, consuming refined carbohydrates, that switch stays stuck in storage all day. And over time, your cells stop responding properly. This is what we call insulin resistance. What the research shows is that chronically elevated insulin doesn't just lead to weight gain, it accelerates aging. Because high insulin blocks fat burning, suppresses autophagy, your repair system, increases inflammation, disrupts mitochondrial function. So now, instead of repairing, your body is constantly storing and slowly breaking down. That's the shift toward decline. So how do you fix it? You don't need extreme diets, you need strategic control. Here are practical steps. Reduce meal frequency. Aim for 2-3 meals. No constant snacking. Prioritize protein and healthy fats to stabilize blood sugar. Lower refined carbs, especially sugar and processed grains. Try time-restricted eating. 12-16 hours fasting window. Add resistance training. It improves insulin sensitivity dramatically. Even one change, like removing late-night snacking, can significantly lower insulin over time. Because when insulin comes down, your body finally gets the signal it's been waiting for. It's safe to burn. It's safe to repair. And that's where real metabolic healing begins. Next, we're going to talk about something people often fear, but actually misunderstand completely: inflammation. Now let's talk about something that almost everyone gets wrong: inflammation. You've probably heard that inflammation is bad, that it causes disease, that it accelerates aging. But that's only half the story. Here's what's really going on inside your body. Inflammation is not the problem. Unresolved inflammation is. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Think of inflammation like a fire alarm system. When something goes wrong, an infection, an injury, even a poor meal, the alarm goes off. That's inflammation doing its job. It calls in immune cells, increases blood flow, and starts the repair process. Then, once the job is done, the alarm turns off. That's a healthy system. But in modern life, for many people, the alarm never shuts off. Why? Because the triggers never stop. Constant high insulin, ultra-processed foods, poor sleep, chronic stress, toxin exposure. So instead of short bursts of inflammation followed by healing, you get low-grade chronic inflammation quietly damaging tissues over time. What the research shows is that this persistent inflammatory state interferes with cellular signaling, damages mitochondria, and accelerates biological aging. In other words, it tells your body, this environment is not safe for long-term repair. And when the body senses that, it begins shifting towards survival mode, not longevity. So how do you calm this system down? You remove the triggers and support resolution. Focus on whole, anti-inflammatory foods, fatty fish, olive oil, turmeric, leafy greens. Eliminate or reduce processed sugars and seed oils. Prioritize deep sleep. This is when inflammation is actively reduced. Manage stress. Even 10 minutes of breathing or walking helps regulate the nervous system. Support with nutrients like omega-3s, vitamin D, and zinc. And here's the key: you don't need perfection, you need consistency. If this is helping you see your body differently, consider subscribing. I share practical science-based strategies like this every day, because when inflammation resolves, your body finally gets a new signal. It's safe to heal again, and that changes everything. Next, we'll talk about one of the most powerful and most underused repair systems in your entire body, autophagy. Now we move into one of the most fascinating and frankly most beautiful processes your body has, autophagy. This is where the title of this talk really starts to make sense, because autophagy literally means self-eating. But don't let that scare you. Here's what's really going on inside your body. Your cells are constantly accumulating damage, broken proteins, dysfunctional mitochondria, waste material, and instead of letting that damage build up, your body has a system that finds it, breaks it down, and recycles it into new functional parts. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Think of your body like a house that cleans and renovates itself. Autophagy is the cleanup crew. It goes into damaged rooms, removes what's broken, and uses those materials to rebuild something stronger. Now here's the key insight. This process is directly tied to survival. When your body senses scarcity, not enough incoming energy, it becomes more efficient. It repairs, it recycles, it upgrades. And what the research shows is that autophagy plays a critical role in slowing aging, protecting brain function, improving metabolic health, reducing the risk of chronic disease. But here's the problem. Most people rarely activate it. Why? Because autophagy is suppressed when insulin is high. You're constantly eating. There's no metabolic stress signal. In other words, if you're always in feeding mode, your body never switches into repair mode. So how do you activate autophagy safely and effectively? Here are practical tools. Intermittent fasting. Start with 12 hours. Build toward 14-16 hours. Avoid late-night eating. Give your body a true overnight reset. Exercise, especially fasted or low-intensity cardio. Reduce sugar and refined carbs. Consider occasional longer fasting windows, under proper guidance. Even something simple, like finishing your last meal 3-4 hours before sleep, can begin activating this system, because when autophagy turns on, your body starts cleaning itself from the inside out. Old, damaged components are removed. New, efficient systems take their place, and this is where the deeper idea comes in. The same biological intelligence that allows your body to let go at the end of life is the exact same intelligence that allows it to renew itself every single day. Next, we'll look at the hormonal signals that decide whether this repair process actually happens or gets shut down completely. Now let's talk about the system that quietly controls when all of this happens, your hormones. Because you can eat well, you can even fast, but if your hormonal signals are off, your body will still shift toward breakdown instead of repair. Here's what's really going on inside your body. Your hormones act like timing signals. They tell your body when to burn, when to store, and most importantly, when to repair. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Think of your body like a factory that runs on a schedule. During the day, it produces, moves, and uses energy. During the night, it cleans, repairs, and rebuilds. Now, 3 key hormones control this rhythm: cortisol, melatonin, and growth hormone. Cortisol rises in the morning. It wakes you up, mobilizes energy, and gets you moving. Melatonin rises at night. It tells your body it's time to shut down and repair. And growth hormone, that's your deep repair signal. It drives fat burning, tissue repair, and cellular regeneration while you sleep. Now here's the problem. Modern life completely disrupts this system. Late-night screen exposure suppresses melatonin. Chronic stress keeps cortisol elevated at night. Poor sleep reduces growth hormone release. So instead of entering a deep repair state at night, your body stays in a low-level stress state. And what the research shows is that this disruption leads to increased fat storage, reduced muscle repair, higher inflammation, faster biological aging. In other words, even if you're doing everything right during the day, a broken sleep cycle will quietly push your body toward decline. So how do you fix it? You restore the rhythm. Get morning sunlight within 30-60 minutes of waking. Avoid screens or use blue light filters 1-2 hours before bed. Keep a consistent sleep schedule, even on weekends. Avoid heavy meals late at night. Consider magnesium or herbal support to improve sleep quality. Because when your hormones are aligned, your body naturally enters repair mode every single night. And that's one of the most powerful anti-aging tools you have. Next, we'll bring all of this together and look at the final piece: how these systems combine to determine whether your body moves toward longevity or slowly prepares for shutdown. Now let's bring all of this together, because none of these systems operate alone. This is where most people miss the bigger picture. Here's what's really going on inside your body. Your body is constantly integrating signals, not just one, but all of them at once. Energy status. mitochondria, nutrient signals, insulin, threat signals, inflammation, repair activation, autophagy, timing signals, hormones. And based on this combined information, your body makes the decision: do I invest in long-term survival, or do I conserve and prepare for decline? Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Think of your body like a highly intelligent control center. If it receives signals like stable blood sugar, efficient energy production, low inflammation, regular repair cycles, deep, consistent sleep, it interprets that as the environment is safe, we can invest in repair, longevity, and resilience. But if the signals look like this: constant eating and high insulin, poor mitochondrial output, chronic inflammation, no autophagy activation, disrupted sleep and stress hormones, then the message changes. Resources are unstable, prioritize short-term survival, and when that happens, the body begins reallocating energy away from repair, regeneration, long-term maintenance, and toward immediate survival. This is the slow shift most people never notice, not because something dramatic happens, but because nothing gets repaired properly anymore. Now here's the empowering part. You don't need to fix everything at once. You just need to change the signals. Start simple, stop constant snacking, get 7-8 hours of quality sleep, walk daily, eat real whole foods, create small fasting windows. These are not extreme interventions. They are biological signals. And when you repeat them consistently, your body starts making a different decision. Not decline, but repair. And over time, that decision shapes everything: your energy, your weight, your brain, and your lifespan. Now let's close this out and connect it back to the idea we started with. So let's bring this full circle. When we talk about dying being the most beautiful thing your body does, it's not morbid, it's a lesson in biology. Your body has an innate intelligence. It knows how to repair, how to recycle, how to optimize itself. And when the signals are right, it invests in life. When the signals are wrong, it quietly shifts toward breakdown. What the research shows is that the processes guiding the end of life, autophagy, mitochondrial efficiency, hormonal regulation, inflammation control, are the same processes that determine how you age, how much energy you have, and how resilient your body is. Here's the key takeaway: you can't control death, but you can control the signals your body receives every day. Support your mitochondria with nutrient-dense foods, movement, and fasting windows. Lower insulin by stabilizing blood sugar and avoiding constant snacking. Calm inflammation with whole foods, sleep, and stress management. Activate autophagy with timed fasting and exercise. Align your hormones with light, sleep, and daily rhythm. Even implementing one of these changes consistently can shift your body from slow decline toward repair. Try this challenge. Pick one action today. Finish your last meal 3-4 hours before bed. Go for a brisk morning walk, or add leafy greens and healthy fats to a meal. Track how your body responds over the next week. Your body is listening, it's smart, and it rewards small, consistent choices with energy, fat burning, focus, and longevity. If this added value, like the video and subscribe to join others optimizing their health naturally. Because understanding the beauty in your body's natural processes isn't just fascinating, it's empowering. And the more you respect and signal your body correctly, the longer and stronger it serves you. Your body doesn't just survive, it has the potential to thrive if you give it the right instructions.